everyone. How are we doing today? It is Thursday Tea with me, Katie B, where we have a new tea and a new topic each week. I am so excited to be here today to talk about the chakra system basics. If you are here, give me a little wave, say hi, let me know. Before we begin, I just want to let you guys know that next week I am kicking off Chakra Reset Week. It is totally free for everyone. It's a mind, body, soul reset, refresh to get you back into alignment. I would love for you to join katiebach.com/CRW. Invite a friend. Let's all have some fun. Hi, Laura. Thank you for being here today. So our tea today is Wild Sweet Orange by Tazo. This was another recommended tea. So it's very orange flavored. Really, I like it a lot actually. It's energizing. Just so you guys know, I don't know if you realize most of the teas I don't try before we come on here live. So it's like you get my first impression of it. This one's really good. It's like got that uplifting orange flavor. Definitely recommend that one. This one again is Tazo Wild Orange or Wild Sweet Orange. Pretty good. Let me know what tea you are drinking today. I'd love to hear, or coffee, whatever it might be. So let's get right into the chakra system basics. First off, your chakra system is an energy system within you. And chakra translates to wheels. So basically it is spinning energy wheels in your body. You have 7 main chakras that start at the crown of your head and travel all the way down the spinal column to the base of the spine. And then you've got lots of mini chakras throughout your body, and they kind of align with different parts of you. So today we're just going to talk about the 7 main chakras. And these chakras, Zen tea. Lara's drinking Zen tea. I like that one too. The 7 main chakras are really important because they align with all parts of you, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And when one of them gets blocked, there's likely another one is blocked, but it's probably affecting different parts of you and you may not realize it. So having this knowledge of the chakra system is really, really a beautiful thing. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for being here today. So glad you're here. So let's start with the root chakra. So the root chakra is actually at the base of your spine and it correlates with the color red. But your root chakra is really like your foundation. And we're starting here because it's your foundation that everything else is built off of. So your root chakra is the first chakra that actually forms when you are a baby. And it has to do with your basic needs, like survival, stability, your foundation, which everything is built off of. So your root chakra really has a lot to do with your physical health, but it also has to do with your ancestral ties and the past. So anything we've carried on generationally kind of sits in the root chakra too. But that's like a huge talk for another day. So we're just going to leave that one there. Your root chakra also has to do with your finances, your family life, all of these things that are kind of like basic needs and they build your foundation. So it's not just about food and eating and air as your basic needs, but it's about all these things that kind of create that foundation for you to stand on. And when you feel like your foundation is cracking or it's shaky, you've probably got a block in your root chakra. The big challenge in your root is fear. So fear of anything really stems from that root chakra space. And most of the time, an imbalance in another chakra will tie back to your root chakra. Hi, Emily. Thanks for being here today. So let's go on to that next chakra, your second chakra, your sacral chakra. This is correlated with the color of orange. And it also aligns with water. So it's a lot about flow and allowing, but it has to do with emotions, your sexuality, pleasure, joy, abundance. You've also got creativity that flows in that sacral chakra space. What's really big about the sacral chakra is it's the dwelling place of the self. So whatever you feel about yourself, your sacral chakra shoots that off into all the other parts of you. So it's a really important space. And our challenge here is guilt. So feeling guilty for the joy or the pleasure or the abundance that you have in your life. And that is our challenge. The guilt here is really what challenges us in that sacral chakra space. And it challenges us in the way of blocking our flow sometimes too. So this is a space that gets easily blocked because we live in a world where we're supposed to work hard and we're told that pleasure comes after hard work, right? And that's just not true, really. Like, let's just bust that down. It's not true. That's totally a myth. And you can enjoy and have pleasure and do no hard work at all. So, leaving that right there. Again, another talk for another day. But we've got your root chakra so far, which is at the base of your spine. And that is your basic needs, your foundation. Everything is built off of that place. Then we have your sacral chakra, the second chakra, which is like right below the belly button, between that root chakra and the belly button. And it's really important to remember that every spot that I am saying where the chakras are, it's just a general location. Everybody's chakra system is unique to them. So your chakras may sit in just a little bit of a different place, but in that general vicinity is where it will be. Our next chakra is the solar plexus. This is like one of my favorite ones because it's like the sun. It's at the center of your being, the core of your being. It sits above the belly button. And this is really your power center. This is like your inner fire. And this is where your will comes. This is your space to take action, to make choices, to give yourself permission. And it's where you define yourself. So the sacral chakra is where you really determine how you feel about yourself, and then it takes that through the rest of the chakra system, the rest of your being. But the solar plexus is where you define yourself. So technically, you can feel less than, but define yourself as an amazing goddess, and that's going to kind of counteract those feelings and help you lift out of this feeling less than. So your solar plexus is where you define the self. It's your power. It's where you take action. It's your self-worth. And a lot of times we've got judgments in there, but it's also the space where you choose to release those judgments. So it's a really, really powerful space. And your solar plexus can, like your other chakras, affect all parts of you. Now, the next one is your heart chakra, which is a big one because your heart chakra actually bridges between your physical chakras, which are below the heart, and your spiritual chakras, which are above the heart. So it's like that bridge to connect the physical and spiritual self. And we're going to do a whole special healing on the heart chakra, the bridge of the physical and spiritual self, in Chakra Reset Week. It's going to be super amazing. You don't want to miss it. So grab your spot, katiebach.com/CRW, totally free. Anyway, your heart chakra, it's that bridge, but it's also where love sits, where acceptance sits, not just for others, but for yourself. It's your space of compassion and balance. So your heart really balances all parts of you. It balances your yin and yang energy. It's where you come into harmony in that heart chakra space. So your heart chakra is so important for multiple different reasons, but really it helps you to come into harmony. It's that space. Of course, your heart chakra is where forgiveness sits. It's also where hurt sits. And so our challenge in the heart chakra space is grief, because this is where we feel the pain from that heart space, from a lost loved one, or hurt, from someone you loved, or in an experience, or whatever it was. But we hold our hurt in our heart, and it can also be connected to something in a different chakra too, where maybe our self-worth is less than, which means it's going to affect how we are loving ourselves and accepting ourselves too. So the solar plexus and the heart work together in that way. And often when one is out of balance, it can knock the other out of balance too. So it's really, really important to not just focus on one chakra when you're trying to do an energy healing when you're trying to heal something. And remember that everything is intertwined and everything works together. So that's your heart chakra. Now let's go into those spiritual chakras. First one is your throat chakra, and it sits right at that throat center. This is like your communication, your creativity, your authenticity, your truth sits in this space. So let's talk about communication for a minute, because your throat chakra isn't just about expressing yourself. It's also about listening. Listening to yourself, listening to others, and expressing yourself truthfully. So what is our challenge here? Can you take a guess what our challenge is in the throat chakra? Anyone take a guess? It's lies. The lies we are telling ourselves, the lies we are telling others, but it's not just about lying like as we think of lying. Sometimes we're pretending to be okay and we're not standing in our truth, right? So this is where your throat chakra and your sacral chakra come together, because your sacral chakra is where you have your feelings, your emotions. That's the space you hold that. Your throat chakra is where you express those feelings and emotions. So when you're really upset or angry, but you're pretending to be okay, you're blocking the throat chakra because you're not expressing yourself. You're not standing in your truth and being authentic to yourself, right? So they kind of tie in that way. Next, we have your third eye, which sits, it's been said different places, but it sits either at the forehead center or between the brows. And again, everybody's different. But your third eye is like your clarity. It's how you see the world, how you perceive the world. It's also your imagination, your dreams, and your intuition. So everybody has intuition, everybody has an inner knowing, and it's just about kind of discovering that space in you and listening to it. This is also where your psychic abilities come out and all of those things. The best tip I ever got about my third eye was when you want to open the third eye, set an intention and let that intention guide you forward. So if your intention is to open the third eye to connect to your intuition, then making that clear intention as it opens. The third eye's challenge is illusion, because again, this is how we see and perceive the world. So illusion comes up when we're not seeing reality. And the third eye can become blocked because of blocks in any other chakra space for the reason of illusion. Let's just go back to the throat chakra and the sacral chakra I was just talking about. Let's say you're actually really sad about something, but you're pretending to be okay. So you're sad and you're blocking the flow of that emotion by pretending. You're blocking the throat chakra by pretending and not being true to yourself. But you're also blocking the third eye by being in the illusion that everything's okay and it's really not. So you see how these all can kind of correlate together, and where you think your block is, it may be somewhere else. It may be working from a different space. So your third eye is also about being present and in the reality of the moment. So shifting those stories that no longer serve you, realizing the stories that you're holding on to that are kind of blocking you from seeing reality. So that's your third eye. The next one, the seventh chakra, is your crown chakra, and it sits above the head. And this is correlated with the color violet or white, and it's really about understanding, awareness, knowledge. It's your connection to the divine. It's the space of your higher self, of spirit, where you connect in. You receive your messages and your guidance through that space. This is where you learn more. Your beliefs sit in this space. So any limiting beliefs you have, they're here blocking your crown chakra, right? Or they can create a block in that space. The challenge in your crown is attachment, right? When we're attached to something looking a specific way or being a specific way, or a belief, right? A belief system. And then that's blocking us from expanding in our understanding, of expanding in our knowledge, and really stepping into that seat of the higher self, of the soul. And so your crown chakra can be blocked from any number of things in your other chakras, but it can simply get blocked because of a belief that's limiting you, that you're attached to, or being attached to a specific outcome. So like you set an intention and you're attached to it looking a specific way, that can be blocking you from gaining understanding and knowledge to actually bring that intention to life in a different way than you imagined it could be. So the crown chakra is really important to kind of release those attachments and create space for trust in the universe and understanding and knowledge, like always open to gaining new knowledge, new understanding, and expanding your awareness. And so that's really the basics of the chakra system. We have those 7 chakra centers, and they really all work together. So they are separate, and yet it's one system that works together. And there are other energy systems in the body too, but today we're just talking about the chakras. If anything I said today really resonated with you, if you really can say, wow, I understand that, and I feel like maybe I'm blocked in this space, or maybe I'm blocked here, but it's coming from here. Or maybe you have no idea of what I spoke about today, and that's totally okay. But you know that you need a reset, you need a refresh, and you really want to clear out that chakra system and come back into alignment. Then I really encourage you to join Chakra Reset Week. It is totally free. Bring a friend, have that support. We are going to work together to create a space to really reset mind, body, and soul and to help you step forward. So it's katiebach.com/CRW. Nancy says she's blocked. I know you will be there, Nancy. I am so excited you will be there. And we all get blocked too. That's really important to remember. There's nothing wrong with us and there's nothing to fix. We are here in this human experience. And in this human experience, we get blocked. It's part of life. And that's why learning these practices that really work for you to help you reset your system is so, so important, because we can reset it, and we're going to reset in Chakra Reset Week. But you also want to carry on these practices through to help you continue to reset every time you get blocked. So I have surpassed my 15 minutes as I usually do, but I try, guys. I promise. I really do try. So I am going to say farewell one more time. Please join Chakra Reset Week. It's going to be so amazing. I'd love for you to be there. Total mind, body, soul reset. katiebach.com/CRW. Totally free for everyone. Bring a friend. Let's have a party. Today's tea is Tazo Wild Sweet Orange. It's really, really energizing, actually. I was feeling a little sleepy, and just a couple sips, and I'm like really energized and ready to go. Definitely recommend it. Great tea. And it says it's caffeine free, so that's a plus for some of us, right? Anyway, have a wonderful day. Lots of love. I'll see you guys soon.